Hello everyone, Julie here. We are officially at the end of the year, and as usual, it is the perfect time for us to start discussing about the game of the year. For today's video, I will start with the tactical RPG genre. While some games in this list are still on early access, they offer enough depth to be enjoyable in its current state. So I hope you won't be confused as why I mixed those games in this list. Before we continue, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor. Before we go into the list, I'm happy to tell you that the sequel to Girls Frontline, called Girls Frontline 2 Exilium, is finally here. Unlike the first game, Girls Frontline 2 will be accessible for mobile and also PC players. Once again, you'll play as the commander of your squad. You will lead tactical duels to venture the contaminated zone and engaging in tactical battles. There are numerous duels that can join your party, and I really love how they let you interact with your duels in unique ways. In Refitting Room and Dormitory, you can watch your party members doing some random things and you can apply different outfits to them as you see fit. And if you're a true gamer like me, there's no way you'll not try to collect every dolls you can find in this game, especially since right now there's a new banner that increased the drop rates for Suomi and Ulrich. These are the elite dolls, okay? So be sure not to miss this one. In addition to the main game modes, the game also offers engaging minigames to enrich your experience. One of the minigames is called Wasteland Impact. This section requires you to be quick and precise with your aiming skills. After doing lots of tactical section, I find this mode to be a refreshing change of pace. You can also claim numerous rewards for free just by doing some easy tasks in the game. You can get some free dolls, outfits, weapon skins, tons of collapsed pieces, and many more. So what are you waiting for? Answer your call by clicking the link in the description below, or you can also scan the QR code here on the screen. And if you don't want to miss their latest news and events, be sure to also follow their social media accounts. I know you'll make the right decision, and I guess see you on the game soon. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Revelatio is a unique blend of turn-based strategy and roguelike gameplay, inviting players to dominate a dark tile-based world through strategic unit control and corruption mechanics. By utilizing corruption, you can turn enemies, NPCs, and even bosses into loyal followers by corrupting their faith. You can also bestow stigmata upon corrupted units to grant them unique abilities and buffs. By combining the roguelike elements, each run offers new challenges and opportunities, allowing you to refine strategy and expand your corrupted army. Kingsvein promises a unique blend of tactical combat, exploration, and dungeon crawling, appealing to fans of Red Codex games and those seeking a mix of strategic depth and adventurous puzzles. The game is heavily inspired by Final Fantasy tactics, with nuanced class interactions and strategic positioning. While there are fewer classes than Horizon's Gate, the fresh mechanics and new context offer some of the developers' most refined combat yet. And what also makes it unique is its emphasis on dungeon exploration with spelunking, cool rocks, and mysterious environments to uncover. Athena Crisis is a modern retro-inspired turn-based strategy game that pays homage to classics like Advance Wars and Fire Emblem, offering a robust mix of single-player campaigns, online multiplayer, and creative customization options. You'll take control of over 40 units, spanning infantry, vehicles, naval forces, air support, and special types. You can also gain access to unique skills that can alter gameplay mechanics such as status effects, new unit types, or enhanced movement capabilities. Seer's Gambit invites players into a dynamic tactical semi-auto battler that combines strategy, adaptability, and experimentation. With an emphasis on discovering synergistic team compositions and mastering timing, it challenges you to outthink and outmaneuver your foes. Each hero boasts a unique ultimate ability. Mastering when to activate these at the perfect moment is the key to success. You'll also upgrade your heroes, unlock group buffs, and earn resources to improve your party's chances against tougher encounters. Dream Tactics is an innovative tactical RPG that combines rich character customization, strategic combat, and tactical card combos. Playing as Neru, you'll assemble a team to defeat Dream Eater and save the Dream World from collapse. In this game, each character can play multiple cards per turn, which allows you to unleash your favorite combos. Moreover, every turn brings a new hand of cards for each character, and if luck isn't on your side, you can spend points to redraw and create the perfect hand just when you need it. Trash of the Titans is a turn-based game where you play as a gang of dumpster-diving trash bandits in a wizard city. It's a roguelike tactical RPG where each level has you defending dumpsters full of magical goodies from the Rat crew. If you let them steal too much trash, they might use its magical powers to summon a decaying trash god or some other terrible fate. Don't be afraid though, since you can also gain various unique abilities from relics you find in the dumpster. Metal Slug Tactics is a bold reinvention of the beloved Metal Slug series, combining its signature arcade charm with tactical RPG depth and roguelite elements. With over 100 handcrafted maps and 20 mission types, you'll battle across diverse environments and face evolving challenges in each playthrough. The game features 36 weapons, 176 mods, and various team configurations to optimize your approach for each mission. You can also chain simultaneous attacks between team members for devastating effects, which captures the frenetic teamwork of arcade gameplay. King Arthur Legion 9 offers a compelling fusion of dark fantasy storytelling, tactical depth, and RPG character progression, set within the Knight's Tale universe. With its Roman-inspired campaign, it delivers a fresh take on the Arthurian mythos. This time, you'll embark on a campaign as Gaius Julius, leading the Undead Knight Legion in their quest to conquer Avalon. You'll command 6 undead champions, each with distinct abilities, skill trees, and progression paths. In addition to that, you'll also discover, craft, and equip hundreds of artifacts to optimize your party's effectiveness.
Just look the other way.
Rogue Waters delivers an engaging blend of tactical naval combat, strategic turn-based battles, and roguelite mechanics, all wrapped in a richly detailed pirate adventure. With diverse crew classes, you can choose from 6 unique classes, each with specialized abilities to tailor your strategy. You'll also have to upgrade crew members between runs to unlock new skills and abilities for more effective combat. Every run feels fresh with randomized encounters, which encourage you to experiment with different crew compositions and ship upgrades for endless combinations.
I can't! You know I can't!
The Adventurers offers a compelling experience for fans of turn-based tactical RPGs and classic tabletop-inspired games. It blends strategic combat, a richly dynamic high fantasy world, and the nuanced challenges of managing a diverse adventuring party. From perilous roads traveled by vulnerable caravans to unexplored ruins filled with relics, the game world changes dynamically with new opportunities and challenges. You'll be recruiting heroes from a variety of classes, and the way you utilize their talents to adapt to upcoming threats will determine your journey.
I will never.
Songs of Silence is a fantasy 4X strategy RPG that combines deep tactical gameplay with fast-paced auto battles and an engaging narrative. The game lets you lead powerful armies from a roster of over 100 units as you explore beautiful handmade single-player campaigns and custom multiplayer maps. You can also outwit opponents with ambushes in deep forests or lay siege to their cities. The game is just out of its early access, and I'd say this game is a Heroes of Might and Magic twist that you need. Veil of the Witch is an early access tactical turn-based roguelite that builds upon the foundation of Lost Eidolons while introducing a faster-paced, character-focused gameplay experience. Each run takes you across 3 regions, with branching paths offering battles, events, shops, and relics that shape your experience. You'll discover relics with varying benefits and drawbacks or interact with events influenced by dice rolls. The battles also feature various objectives, such as retreating from overwhelming enemies, defending against advancing foes, or leveraging ballistae to aid your forces. Guild Saga Vanished Worlds is an old-school RPG that brings together a gripping narrative and deep combat mechanics. The game leans into a tactical, turn-based combat system that evokes the spirit of classic RPGs. You can assemble a party from a wide range of characters, each offering their own backstories, side quests, and unique abilities. Player choice is also a big deal here, as your decisions don't just shape the story's outcome, but also impact your relationships with its inhabitants. New Arc Line is an upcoming single-player party-based RPG set in a world on the brink of monumental change. The game plunges you into the eternal conflict between 2 forces, the mystical power of arcane magic and the mechanical ingenuity of steampunk revolution. You'll meet a colorful cast of characters, each with their own backstory, motivations, and secrets. Whether you lean into magic or tech, your character will evolve based on the path you take, unlocking unique abilities, equipment, and opportunities. Sword of Convallaria is a fantasy tactical RPG that draws clear inspiration from genre giants like Final Fantasy Tactics and Fire Emblem, with strategic combat and deep character management. The combat system features a rock-paper-scissors mechanic among unit types. This system encourages diverse team composition, making players think carefully about which units to bring into battle. Environmental elements like cliffs and explosive barrels also add an extra layer of complexity, ensuring each skirmish feels unique. Zoria is a tactical RPG set in a fantasy world with 2 warring kingdoms. Combat is at the heart of the game, and it's designed to be engaging and intuitive. In this game, you'll be assigned to a secret fortress near a mountain pass where you prepare for retaliation. This fortress can be upgraded to provide bonuses and potential squad mates, and any unused squad members can be sent on missions to gather resources. Moreover, your squad's composition has significant effects. For example, having a battle cleric lets you use healing shrines in the world, allowing you to heal without resting. Silence of the Siren offers a deep and immersive turn-based strategy experience, blending old-school gameplay with modern mechanics. This is definitely a game that Heroes of Might and Magic fans will love, especially with the quality of life improvements that you hope existed in the classic Heroes of Might and Magic. Players can choose from several unique spacefaring civilizations, each with its own strengths, abilities, and strategies. While a few areas could be refined, the game already stands as a solid entry into the genre, with room to grow into a true classic. Wantless is a tactical RPG where you take on the role of a psychology healer. Using up to 11 skills and your strategic thinking, you will navigate battlefields and encounter various nightmarish manifestations. However, what really sets this game apart are the synapses and the use of action points. Synapses allows you to combine different pieces and effects to craft unique skills for combat. This system, along with the perks, lets you build your character from the ground up, offering immense potential for customization. Forgotten Minds is a fantasy roguelite RPG where tactical combat shines even in small-scale battles. In this game, you lead a group of dwarves on a mission to reclaim the long-lost mines of Dwarfgard, which have been overrun by goblins, orcs, skeletons, and demons. The combat takes place on an octagonal grid, with each battle begin in a designated deployment zone. Your characters will use action points to move and attack, and they will gain more points as they level up. Geneforge 2 is a party-based RPG that stays true to an older RPG design philosophy. In this game, the combat is turn-based and tactical, with enemies that are smart enough to keep you on your toes. The game also rewards careful planning and resource management, especially when dealing with enemies that use debuffs or ambush tactics. Combat targeting can be a bit frustrating though, with occasional misclicks that can cost you dearly in tough battles. But despite this, the system ties well into the game's larger themes. Each decision has an impact, making you think about the value and disposability of the life you create. Inkbound is a roguelike game where you get one life to see how far you can progress. In this game, the combat is turn-based and takes place in small circular arenas that become more dangerous as the storms close in. At the start of each round, enemies appear and show their intentions for the end of the turn. They might attack a specific area, charge along a path, or target you directly. As a result, you need to figure out how to move to avoid these attacks while dealing damage and managing your limited movement resources. Stolen Realm is a tactical dungeon crawling RPG set in a high fantasy, low poly world. You will create your hero, with decent customization options like hairstyles and makeups. You can mix and match skills and attribute points to create unique characters, like transforming a healer into a formidable summoner and many more. The combat is also quite dynamic, involving elemental barrels, shrines, and diverse enemies that keep battles engaging and unpredictable. The game also supports permadeath for added challenges, where a single mistake can lead to disaster. Dawnsbury Days is a 2D turn-based tactics game with CRPG elements based on the rules of Pathfinder 2 Edition. In combat, each turn gives you 3 actions to spend on moving, attacking, casting spells, and other defensive or utility actions. You can preview the effects and success probability of all actions before committing, allowing you to weigh your options carefully. Pro tips though, due to the multiple attack penalty in this game, buffing allies and debuffing or flanking enemies are often better than making a third attack in a turn. SKALD is a game that draws its inspiration from classic RPGs, blending modern design with captivating storytelling and authentic 8-bit aesthetics. In this game, you must gather your party and lead them through challenging turn-based combat scenarios, employing tactics like cleaving, blasting, or stealth to overcome deadly enemies. You can also equip your heroes using a modern inventory system, fulfill objectives via quest logs, and uncover hidden secrets in journals. And if the heat of battle becomes overwhelming, you can utilize the auto-resolve option to skip conflict entirely. Reverse Collapse codename Bakery is a story-driven, top-down tactical RPG that blends strategic gameplay with an engaging narrative. Developed by the creators of Girls Frontline, this game offers a unique mix of deep world building and tactical combat. And while it sticks to classic tactical RPG mechanics such as turn-based movement and unit positioning, it does them really well. You have a wide variety of skills, items, and strategies at your disposal, which allow for diverse approaches to each battle. Our Adventurers Guild is a party-based RPG where you lead a small band of adventurers through missions, gradually building them into a legendary guild of warriors. Missions take place on randomized map grids packed with events, skill checks, resources, and combat encounters. The combat is classic turn-based tactics, but what really makes it stand out is how each character feels unique, thanks to an extensive class system and traits that influence their performance. This adds depth and replayability to every skirmish, forcing you to carefully consider team composition and synergies before diving into a fight. Tactical Breach Wizards is a game that offers a refreshing mix of magic and tactical combat. In this game, you lead a squad of spellcasting mercenaries through turn-based skirmishes where your team's abilities and the environment are crucial. Missions begin with a breach phase where you deploy your team and plan your initial moves. A strong start can set the tone for success, but if you mess up, don't worry, the game's rewind feature allows you to correct mistakes. SteamWorld Heist 2 is a game that builds on the charm of its predecessor by refining turn-based combat and offering a flexible class system. The game features meticulously crafted maps that encourage teamwork and strategic planning, and beyond the tactical battles, it also introduces engaging real-time nautical exploration segments. And while it does have some issues like occasional grinding and a skill system that can waste XP if not managed carefully, it compensates with a wealth of loot, quirky robot characters, and fantastic original folksy music. Songs of Conquest is a 4X game that delivers a blend of old-school turn-based strategy with fresh innovations. Gameplay-wise, it splits between two phases, exploration and combat. You control a wielder, each belonging to a faction with its own set of abilities. You'll explore the map, collect resources, build up your towns, and engage in tactical grid-based battles against enemy wielders. If you love 4X strategy RPG or Heroes of Might and Magic series to be exact, you have to play this game. Unicorn Overlord is a game that offers a fresh spin on the high fantasy RPG genre, focusing on character-driven storytelling rather than overwhelming players with heavy exposition. The game's strategic combat blends real-time strategy with auto-battler turn-based mechanics, where you group units into squads and manage them across large varied maps. With a massive array of unit types, the potential for creative squad formations is vast, allowing for a deep and satisfying combat experience.
You summoned me. It shall be done.
I've arrived.
In the name of House Mayer.
Alright boys, I think that's it for today. I know that there are other great new tactical RPGs that I haven't mentioned yet, so how about sharing your best new tactical RPGs that probably deserve the spot in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss another grad list. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace.